Today we start a new season with Sutton. If you remember back to last episode, sadly, I was relegated, which is deeply saddening, and cry, boo, boo, boo. Don't worry, I'm a man. I'll get over it. I'll move on. Don't think I've been just sitting around in a dark room crying. I've been cracking on. I've been pressing forward with my life, and I'm ready now for this new season in the Vanarama South. We're going to get, boom, back up promoted straight away. I'm the worst football manager ever, and welcome back to the Sutton Scramble. We are into episode 11 now, and I realise that if I can get past episode 18, then it's actually a record for me. So amazing. And I couldn't be bothered to get up and dress and shower this morning, so I'm just wearing my dressing gown. Or if you're in America, I'm wearing my robe. All right, got my robe on. That was a terrible accent. If you're in France, I'm wearing my robe de chambre. My robe de chambre. If you're in Germany, then I'm wearing my what they call the Morgenmantel. So I've got my Morgenmantel on, and if you're in Norway, it's my Morgenkåpe. My Morgenkåpe. And of course, if you are in Spain, I've got my batter on. Get my batter on, mate. I looked them up before we did this, just to let you know. I'm not some linguistic genius. Let me tell you, there's been some changes. We've had some changes, I'm afraid. Some people, pretty much the day after I lost that game, I had my inbox was full of different players who wanted to see me, and I was like, oh no. So, should we see who's gone? Okay, maybe we should cue some sad music. Thank you. And let's just go through some of the people that we've lost. We have got a little bit of money out of it, so you can see here on the right hand side of the screen who has left. Josh Kay has left. He was a kind of, I think last season he played a few games for us. Let me just show you. He didn't play too often. 29 games actually. Fair play. Actually, that's quite a lot. Oh dear. Oh, anyway, he's gone. Sort of centre back, sort of left-sided of centre. He's gone for a free to Dover. Ross Warner as in the goalkeeper, as in the one who saved me from many losses. He has gone. I sold him for, I got some money for him, which isn't bad. I sold him for 5k. I think he was worth a bit more than that with me. He's gone to Huddersfield. He wanted to leave because we had got relegated, obviously. So he's gone. See you later, Ross. Tommy Wright, who didn't play for us, he's a youth player. Lefteris Samalis, who you wouldn't have heard of again because he was a youngster and didn't play. Chadfield, you might have heard of Chadfield. I think he did play a couple of games for me anyway, at least when I took over. Played a lot more before I took over, but he didn't play that many when I did. So he's gone. I didn't really mind about that anyway, to be honest. He was just kicking off, getting a bit aggy, or like, oh, I want to play games, all this sort of stuff. As well as that, we have Craig Eastman, which is, look at how much money I've sold him for. This is the beauty, right? 130k, which has smashed the record for Sutton United. Sold him for £130,000 to Dagenham and Redbridge, who are only in the Vanarama National. So I'm a bit like, man, they have spent a lot of money there on a midfielder at that level. I'm like, crikey, he's worth 150. So they got a little bit of value for money. But so he was wanting to leave, and I thought 130k, I can't actually complain about that. Okay, and then let's move on. Before we get into the game for today, I want to show you some of the players I've picked up. Only one player I'm actually paid money for, and in honesty, already I'm looking back at it and being like, well, that was stupid. It's a real youngster, goalkeeper, Sam Lee. From I bought him from a reasonably decent Dorchester. I have no idea why I paid for this fella. I was a bit like, I think I was scared because Ross Warner was gone. I was like, I need a decent keeper, and then everybody was raving about this guy on in my news feed, not on my social media, as in my news feed here, as in people were saying, oh, he's a youngster to look out for, blah blah blah. To be fair, his goalkeeping attributes for a 16-year-old aren't too bad. Handling's 12, kicking's 10, reflexes 14, a couple of nines here as well. So he is actually not a bad keeper, but definitely not worth any money in comparison to some of the other players I've picked up, who I'll show you. He probably wasn't worth it, but all the rest of them are free transfers. Let me just rattle through these because you'll get to know them as we play them. Eddie Nketiah, I need to change. I need to come up with a name for him. Nketiah, I think it's Nketiah. Value 10k. Got 18 years old, striker. Brought him in to replace, to be up front. Because I need to show you some other players that's in a minute. But I brought him in a striker. Another player I've brought in here, Cameron Yates, a 18-year-old keeper. Another keeper I've brought in. In fact, I brought in 4 keepers. That's how stressed I was about losing Ross Warner. I brought in this Sam Lee, Cameron Yates, this fella here, Ben Killip. I'll skip ahead to because this fella is brilliant. Look at this. Look at his stats. 21 years old, and he is an epic keeper. 19.25k. He is 4 stars rating. He is now actually, I think, one of the best rated style players in my squad, which is amazing. However, in the panic of it all, I also signed this guy, Mitch Walker, another good keeper, who's actually quite even, not quite as good as Ben Killip, but he'll be my second keeper easy. I don't think I'm going to be able to keep both of them though. I'm going to probably play Ben Killip ahead of this guy, but this guy still looks good to me. I brought him in from Dover. He's had sort of spells at Brighton as well before, so he's a good keeper. Just to let you know as well, Ben Killip I brought in, I can't remember where I brought him in from. Oh, Norwich, yeah, that's it. He got released from Norwich, and I was like, right, get him quick. He also had a spell at Chelsea as well, so to be fair, he's obviously a youngster from Chelsea, been playing well, so brought him in. Abdul Salami is another guy I brought in. Looks okay, but I mainly brought him in again because he's a youngster, and look where he's played. He's played for Southend in the League 1 and League 2, was released, and I thought, yeah, he looked quite good, and I could do with just a bit of a boost in defensive place there. Tommy Holland is another defender I've brought in, central centre-back, 20 years old, played for Swindon, and last season was on loan from Swindon with Western-super-Mare. Only played a few games for them though, but he doesn't look bad. If you look at his physicals there, he's got a couple of 10s and 8s, 11s maybe, so we'll see. Again, I'm not too excited, but we'll see. And then Stephen Schumacher is my final signing, who is a good player. He probably will take the place of Craig Eastman, in that Craig Eastman is an older player, just seems quite solid, reasonably good stats for this level, and his career stats, let me show you. He's had a whole mix of seasons. He had a spell at Everton where he obviously didn't play, but then in Bradford City for a while, Crewe, Bury, so he's got some decent experience at higher level than this, so we'll see how he plays. Yeah, we'll see how he goes. But before we move on from the transfers, this out looks a little bit empty, and obviously I've brought in more players than have left. Let me show you, because there are some other players who have also wanted to leave, and I actually only have about a month left to sell these players. I'm struggling to get rid of them. Dean Beckwith, as in my captain, Dean Beckwith, is asked to leave, so that's a shame. Wes Harding, the other decent defender I had, this is why I'm trying to look for decent defenders, he's asked to leave as well. The Lemon is going as well. Come in, scores 1 goal, and I give him a nickname, and then he's like, see you later mate, just because you give me a nickname doesn't mean I'm going to stay, see ya. So he wants to leave as well. And then as well as that, Dan Spence here, my sort of right full-back, who has been sort of pushing forward a little bit more, from the back. He's a decent player, and unfortunately he's asked to leave as well. So it's been a bit of a clear out. Some good players have either left or wanting to leave, so it's going to be a tricky one. Anyway, let's skip ahead to today's game, shall we? Okay, but just before we move on to the game, I do want to show you how pre-season went. I've played pre-season already, and actually it went pretty nicely. 4 wins and a draw. But hang on a minute, who was that draw against? Only Crystal Chuffin Palace. Do you know what I mean? Look at this. They came to us at home. Lemon scored on the 13th minute. Yannick Balassi, 58th minute, tried to equalise. And so we drew 1-1 with Crystal Palace. I couldn't believe it. Got a nice little crowd in there, 5,820. As a very simple bit of knowledge that I actually know in Football Manager, they suggest that you bring in decent teams to come and play at friendlies in order just to get a bit of extra money, and Palace came along. I wasn't expecting a win at all. I booked that about a day before the match, and they were like, yeah, alright, so I played them. We drew, couldn't believe it. And apart from that, look, we got some other wins here. Sort of Maidenhead, Tonbridge, Malden and Tiptree, Walton and Hersham, those huge clubs that they are. And I've beaten them. And as you can see here, Hippo scored. I've been bringing the Hippo into striker for a few games and bringing him on as a sub, and he's scored quite a few goals here in pre-season. Dan Fitcher is still with us. He is one of the few decent players who hasn't asked to leave. And Emmanuel Mbende, who is another defender who will be a regular defender defender for me. In probably in replace of Dean Beckwith at least, and he's not bad actually as well. He's played all right and he scored. And Eddie and Kintyre, who actually was injured for a lot of pre-season, but he came back his first game in and he scored, so that's good. So our first game of the season today is against Dartford in the league. I thought I'd bring you along for this first game of the season to see how we get on. Looks like they're going to be playing a 4-4-2 formation, and here is my team that we are starting with today. Of course, a couple of these new faces that you will see. Good news as well is that there are two of my loan players who did really well for me last season that I've managed to bring back in. The board loved Spencer Johnson, the right winger, so I've brought him back. Still just 17 years old. He's on loan from Colchester. Played 7 games for me last season, and I was pretty pleased with him, so keeping him in. The other player is George Marsh here, striker, on loan from Spurs. I've got him for another year, for 12 months, so I'm like, yes, come on. He was one of the heroes, really, from last year. Great midfielder. So there we go. Here's the lineup. We've got Ben Killip in goal. We've got Hamad Lawal on the left and Dan Spence on the right. Still playing him whilst he still wants to be here. Wes Harding in centre back with Mbende. And then we've got Aidan Austin on the left, Spencer Johnson on the right, George Marsh and Schumacher in the central midfielder roles. And then up front we've got Dan Fitchett playing an advanced forward role now. I want him to play him as the advanced forward, and Eddie and Nketiah, that's it. Nketiah is a defensive forward as well. So we're going for 4-4-2. Instructions are pretty simple. Going normal tempo, normal. This is what I get for recording a video first thing in the morning. Normal tempo, more direct passing, and we'll just simple as that. Leave it at that. See how we go. A lot of them still haven't got full match fitness, but it's the start of the season. What do they expect? Do you know what I mean? Like, we only played 5 pre-season friendlies, and to be fair, a couple of the players complained that we still started pre-season too early. It's like, chill out. Do you know what I mean? Just chill out. So I just think, get over it and move on, you know? Okay, so here we go. First game of the season. We can do this. We're going straight back up. Just to let you know, the media have predicted us to finish in 6th place. You know what? I'm actually keen to show you as well before we start the game. I'm now going to come out of the game. They've just loaded it, and yeah, anyway. Keen to show you our competition expectations review. So in the South, they are expecting that we're going to reach the playoffs, which is fine. I think we can do that. We're predicted to be 6th. Which I think we can do. English FA Cup, we're expected to reach the first round, and the FA Trophy the second round. So I think that's all doable. We're gonna push for this. We're gonna do this. I think we're gonna keep the board happy. I'm not gonna lose my job. There are 2 things in my head I want to do: reach the playoffs and not lose my job. So if we do them, let's keep that between me and you, and we'll do it. Key man George Marsh. Their key man is Lee Noble. Let's see how I do. I think we are favourites to win this. We're going to just close down their strikers. Assistant manager says marking Elliot Bradbrook should be helpful. So let's mark him, shall we? Just because he says so. And then we'll go from there. Continue the team talk. Come on, boys. First game of the season. Let's get out there. Oh, crikey. What do we start with? Show me what you can do. They're looking keen. They're looking up for it. Come on, Sutton United. Let's do. Ben Killip, new goalkeeper playing today. He did very well for me in pre-season, particularly in that Crystal Palace game. He was a machine. They were all over us, just shooting and shooting and shooting. Ben Killip in goal. He was like a wall. He was like a wall made out of lead. I think lead's strong. I think lead's a strong material. Yeah, anyway. Okay, here we go. Clearance from Ben Killip here. Sykes. Dover on the... not Dover. Who are we playing? Dartford. I don't know. Dartford on the attack here. Sykes. Great challenge from Harding. And Schumacher picks up the loose ball. And it looks like we're going to start building up here. It's George Marsh across to Nketiah. I've got to change his name to something. Maybe Ketty. George Marsh across to Harding, to Spence, over to Spencer Johnson, plays it into Ketty. Come on, Ketty. What's he going to do with it? Across to Johnson. Johnson's on the right here. Hasn't got too much space. Dan Spence, Dartford are spreading their defensive wide, aren't they? Oh, cut out from Staunton, but we've still got it. Aidan Austin tried to get the cross in. Schumacher, Marsh on the edge of the box. Fitchett! Oh! Damn, Fitchett with his first shot of the season. Oh, great start from him. It's a shame it went wide. But, you know, okay, and here's Dartford on the challenge. But no, we've won it back again. This looks like it's going to be our attack again. And here we go, Dan Fitchett. Couldn't get up to that one, but Harding has picked up the loose ball, who just pumps it forward, trying to get it over the defence, but doesn't work there. And Adams is now on the attack for Dartford. Noble on the right there, forward to Lee. Close him down, boys. Close him down. Don't let him get a cross in here. Noble. Oh, Noble! Shots it straight over the bar. Straight over the bar, and it's yeah, well, there's their first shot of the season. Do you know what I mean? Staunton into Lee. Man, 10 minutes in, there are a lot of... Oh, the cross and Sykes. There's a lot of highlights here already. Just 14 minutes in, and crikey. Let's get rid of the league table. Probably don't really need the league table anymore. Here's Marsh, Johnson on the right. What's going to happen here? It's Dan Spence here on the right. I'm so gutted that Dan Spence wants to leave. He's a good right back, actually. He's quite solid. And actually, I've struggled to find a decent right back yet. Here's Schumacher. Fitchett. What's he going to do? He's taken on one. Austin. Aidan Austin. Oh, that was a weak shot. It's a weak shot. It's a weak shot from Aidan Austin. And Horlock saves the ball. Yeah, I've struggled to find a replacement for Dan Spence yet, which is a shame. Cole. Oh, Lee. He's got space here. Dartford, great. Oh, no, he plays it back to Petrie. Yes! Our defence are closing them down well so far, and still it's only 17 minutes gone. This cannot stay 0-0 for long. Here's Lee for Dartford. Oh, Lawal gets in there. Great challenge, boys. Just to let you know as well, we are in control at the moment, as in that's the tactic. It doesn't look like we're in control, does it? But we're in control in terms of our tactic at least. And Dartford are on the attack again here after the free kick, and Schumacher getting the challenge in there. Good. Sykes on the edge of the box. Oh, a goal kick for Sutton. That was over the ball. We're not careful. Oh, here's George Marsh with a corner for us now. Where's Harding? And Bende! Harding! Yes! He may be leaving us, but he scored our first goal of the season. And while he's still here, I'm going to still play him because he's so good. And that was a goal for us to open up the campaign for us. George Marsh. There's the cross. And Harding and Bende there. Oh, sorry. It looks like my dog is going a bit crazy. I better pause this. Okay, so it turns out my dog wasn't going crazy. It turns out my wife was coming into the room to pick up a dog, and I didn't even realise that they'd done it. That's how engrossed in this game I was. But let's press play and let's carry on, shall we? Because we've got like another attack here. Schumacher is across to Austin. Austin plays it into Johnston. Oh, George Marsh on the edge of the box. What's he going to do with it? Plays it into Johnson. Oh, and it's gone over. It's gone over the bar. So we've had 6 shots on target, 6 shots, 2 on target, and Dartford have had 5, but none on target yet. Here's Dan Spence, 25 minutes in, and it's another highlight. Here's Hamad Houal with all the space in the world here. Come on, boy. Schumacher, what's he going to do with it? George Marsh, come on, boy. Austin, Dan Fitchett, through to Nketiah! Yes! Ketty! Eddie Ketty has scored for us. A debut goal for him. What a hero. Legend here. This could be a wonderful relationship between Sutton United and Ketty. Fitchett plays it across to Ketty. He's got all the space. He's got away from his marker. Hoofs it into the top right with his left foot. He's very happy with that. And so is his manager. I'm very happy. I'm a happy man right now. So 30 minutes in, and we are 2-0 up. This is a great start so far. Staunton throws it into Noble. Noble back to Staunton with a good cross in there, but Spence gets the head in. This is great stuff from Spence. And Bradbrook across to Simpson. What's Simpson going to do with it? Oh, challenges. Oh, he can't get the challenge. Lee has a shot, but it's... Ooh. Wes Harding got the last-ditch challenge in there, which is great stuff. And Dartford now the corner, crossed by Noble, and it's cleared out. No, back to Noble. Oh, he didn't get onto it, and it's gone out for a throw-in. There. Oh, dear me. This is a good game. We're playing well. We've got a 7.0 from Eddie Ketty. We've got Mbende, the new centre-back, playing a good game there as well. Wes Harding also having a good game. This is great. Half-time. Can't be much more happy than that. A 2-0 so far. Let the boys go out with clear minds. Very pleased. Keep it going, lads. I want to be passionate with him. I want to just make sure they know my pleasedness. Yes, that's That's right. Ketty and Fitchett kick off now for us. Harding, Fitchett. Is this going to be a highlight? I would love it if this is a highlight straight away. That would make me so happy. Here's Ketty. What's he going to do with it? Back to Schumacher. Schumacher. This could be an actual highlight, you know. It would have stopped by now. Marsh back to Spence. Schumacher. Centre of the field. Holds it up. What's he going to do? Oh, across to Marsh. Back to Schumacher. Dan Fitchett. Oh, and he's lost it. Oh, no. And now they're attacking. And Mbende. Lee. He gets ahead, but Lee has picked it up and he's rushing forward with it. The counter-attack here from Dartford early on in the second half. Oh, and Adams with a shocker of a shot. Absolute shocker. And here's Ben Killett with a clearance here, and Bradbrook picks it up. And Spence clear. Oh! Great save from Low. So much is going on. I couldn't even say it. I couldn't even speak. Ben Killett with a great save there, and we still somehow managed to be 2-0 up here. And Dartford on the attack again. Bradbrook on the edge of the box, across to another Bradbrook. Are they brothers? Maybe they're brothers. Oh, anyway, here's Noble with a corner for them. Dartford. And Marsh, there's a poor corner, and Marsh gets onto it, hoofs it clear, and we're not going to do anything with that clearance, but got it clear at least. 54 minutes in now. This game seems to be settling. Can I say that word? Bradbrook T is across to Staunton. They are attacking a bit more than us in this second half. Bradbrook T, Noble and Lee playing around with it here. Pass it across to the left to Simpson, who will play it down the left to Bradbrook E. Back to Adams. They are built. It's a good build-up play from them. If we're not careful, come on, challenge him. Schumacher gets a good challenge in there. Oh, we've picked it up. Good work from Fitchett, but he's lost it straight away. And Cook picks it up again. Come on, do something with this, boys. Lee, here's Lee. Bradbrook T. Oh, kill it. Saves again. Oh, what a hero. Okay, I'm going to have to do some changes here. Here's a corner from them. And Nunn gets... Oh, he couldn't... Johnson heads the ball to safety, and it's another corner from them. I'm just going to have to say tighten up a bit here, because I think they are getting a little bit loose. Here's Noble with a corner. Marsh heads it out. Cook picks up the loose ball. Rowe, they're still attacking us. Crikey. And it's offside. It's offside, everyone. It's okay. It's offside. We're looking like we're going to have a bumper episode today. George Marsh is looking a little bit injured, so we're going to take him off. And Theo Lewis is going to come onto the pitch now to take his place. I think he's going to probably feature a little bit more Theo Lewis in the side this season. Stephen Schumacher's also looking a bit tired, but I'll leave him on for the moment. Okay, come on, boys. Let's start. I don't know. It just feels a little bit like we're on edge a little, you know. Let's go to... we're just going to go slightly lower tempo, I think. They're on the attack once again, and I'm wondering... No, we have got more possession than them, 53%. They're just stringing a lot more plays together, it seems, and a few more attacks, and they've wasted that one there. Killip just gathers up the loose ball. Come on, boys, let's finish this game, mate. Let's finish this game. This is a... Right, Lewis, across to Johnson. Oh, see they... Oh, my word. Lee is on the attack here. Oh, and he's hit it straight into the side netting. We are... I'm going to say right now, we are actually a bit lucky to not be winning this. I mean, we are lucky to be winning this, is what I mean. Like, the fact we're 2-0 up, I don't know how we've remained 2-0 up. Schumacher's very tired now. You know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to have to make some changes here. I think... Oh dear, what should we do? I think I'm going to bring on the Hippo for Schumacher, and we're going to change things up a little bit. What we're going to do is, I did this in pre-season a little bit because we're a bit short on sort of decent central midfielders at the moment. So when I've brought on a new player, I've just changed it a little bit to go 3 up front and three in midfield. Weirdly enough, it actually has worked. It seems like you're leaving loads of space in the middle, but so far it seems to actually be working. So let's see what happens here. The sub's happening. And we'll see what Hippo can do. He did well in pre-season, particularly when he came on as a sub, so he might be able to sneak a last goal for me. Make it 3-0. Imagine that, a 3-0 win on the first day of the season. That'd be incredible. Here's Horlock with a corner, not a cross, it was a goal kick. Here's Fitchett. We've picked up the loose ball. Here's Ketty. Across to Austin. What can Austin do with it? Here's a cross to the Hippo. Oh, Fitchett. Oh, couldn't get the shot in and Ketty couldn't quite pick that last ball up there, and Dan Spencer's picked it up though. Forward to Ketty. Oh, and that's the end of the highlight randomly when the ball was put into the box. But we've got another highlight here. Here's Spence through into Lewis and back to Spence, and there's Lewis now in the middle of the field. Hippo edge of the box. What's he going to do from here? Dan Fitchett. Oh, it's wide. Dan Fitchett. His second shot, it seemed, on highlight anyway, and both of which were wide. Is Austin. Another attack for us again, which is quite nice. 8 on the 80th minute. Dan Fitchett here. Across to Harding lost it. Oh, and Lee, they can counter-attack here. We haven't got many players back, and they are streaming forward. Bradbrook, Rowe, all the space in the world in the box. Killip gets across the divot wide. I'm going to say this right now. I think he is one of the best goalkeepers in the Vanarama South. I know we've literally had one game, but he is playing so well. Theo Lewis clears the ball, and Fitchett picks up the loose ball. And Nketiah, we've got a bit of an attack here, countering. We are streaming forward. Spencer Johnson coming down the right. What's he going to do with it here? Crosses it into Austin. How did he not get a shot there? Somehow he played it back to Spencer. But we've got a corner. Aidan Austin with a corner here. What can we get onto it? No, we can't. Oh, and Spencer Johnson picks up the loose ball. Can he get a cross back in? Oh, almost a shot. But that was it. Horlock gathers up the loose ball, and it looks like 85 minutes in. It looks like this could be time to see out this game now. We've done well. We've held on to this somehow. I'm not quite sure how we've managed to hold on to this quite so much. I'm going to retain possession. Here's Aidan Austin. What's he going to do with it? Across to Lewis. Lewis to play it. Oh, boys. Boys. That's the end of the match. And we have won 2-0. Thank you, everybody. We have won our first game of the season. We haven't let one in yet. Good, solid win. Congratulate the boys. Very well done, lads. That was a good win for us. Who's man of the match? Have we got man of the match? They must have man of the match. Although Mbende looks like... Is that man of the match? Oh, Emmanuel Mbende. The defender, new defender brought in. He got man of the match for us. Great stuff. Okay, well, that will do for this episode today. It's been a long one, I know, but I needed to get in all the transfer stuff in there, and I needed to talk about stupid stuff such as my robe de chambre and my batter. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, great stuff. I know in 3 games' time I am playing Bath City in the league, and because of my affiliation with Bath City, let me show you the schedule. There you go, Farnborough, Margate and then Bath. Bath have got the likes of David Pratt, who I have been scouting, and actually to look at him, look, 2 stars rating, he's not actually that good anymore. So I'm like, no, I'm not going with him anymore. But I've got a lot of friends, I've got a lot of history with Bath. So join me next time when I play Bath City. But meanwhile, join me on Twitter at WorstFManager. If you like this stuff, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Join me on Twitch as well at Worst Football Manager Ever. And until next time, I'll see you later.